PCMA wants to inspire your next trade show design, and that's what's behind the design gallery right here at Convening Leaders. Let me show you some of the case studies and the examples. Here's IAPA with pictures from their show this year. They took a 2D signage and actually made everything 3D, so it really popped, which makes sense in the amusement park industry. Also, we want to show you this one from the International Sign Association. As you can see, what they did differently, they brought some of their education directly onto the trade show floor. Speaking of education onto the trade show floor, we want to meet now with Stephanie Brown, who's with AWIA, and her show is Wind Power. Stephanie, I know you brought all of your education onto the show floor, right?
True, we did. This year we had a goal to really unify the different elements of the conference, and we wanted to consolidate all the major features of the event onto the exhibit floor, with the goal to increase traffic and energy and give the exhibitors better ROI by not pulling people off the floor to have education. So we actually built 5 different educational theaters, and we strategically placed them along this very long, narrow exhibit hall in New Orleans in a way that would cause attendees to walk back and forth through all the 420 booths that we had all day long, and really make it so that the energy was there all day and kept things fresh and new.
And I know we've got some pictures. Let's look at those. I know we see some of the different education sessions. I know audio can be a real challenge, right? So tell us how you dealt with that and what you did.
Sure. So we tried to build these theaters in a way that would protect the audio from the sessions, because we were concerned that it would negatively impact the surrounding exhibitors. Some of the exhibitors were quite concerned about that. So we worked a lot with GES and with BAV, our AV company, to design both the structure and the way the equipment was in the structure to keep the audio within. The unexpected outcome, though, although that worked beautifully, was that the exhibitors are louder than we anticipated. So we actually ended up having more noise bleed into the theaters from them, which is now our challenge for 2017 to tweak how we're doing things to prevent that issue.
And I know this is a picture from the inside. Show us a picture. I think we can
Correct.
see the
So this is from the inside of the attendees. The theaters were 5 different sizes, ranging from 150 to probably 350 seats. We were able to hang all the audio visual, so it was actually a more modern look and feel than in some of the session rooms. And this kind of shows from the outside. Obviously this is still during move-in, but from the outside with the plexi. The other benefit of creating these theaters is it gave us new sponsorship opportunities. So you'll see here Vestas sponsored the operations station. All 5 of the theaters ended up being sponsored
by someone different. So that's 5 new sponsors.
Yeah,
wow.
five different companies, and they loved it. They had branding throughout the event, all 3 days, and so it actually brought in some additional revenue on that front as well.
Fantastic. Anything else for other business event strategists who may be trying to do this? Anything to look out for? Something maybe you didn't expect?
Well, I think, you know, in terms of logistically, the noise was the unexpected issue, but we have ways of solving that for next year. But one thing we definitely did was we got together a group of stakeholders. We brought some exhibitors and sponsors together in person about 9 months before the show, and we really talked to them about what do they want out of the show? What do they need different? And what had they seen at other trade shows that they really liked? And that really helped because we were able to take our internal thoughts about some changes we wanted to make and bring in their ideas behind it. So we were able to get their buy-in and their energy behind all these. And they really became champions for the changes. In fact, most of the companies that ended up being sponsors were part of that task force.
Oh, that's smart.
So they felt really excited about it. So that was important because you can't just do things in your own bubble, in your association. You have to make sure it's going to meet the needs of your customers.
So Stephanie, thanks for being with us.
Welcome.
We appreciate it very much. I'm Carrie Farnack, and this is PCMA TV.